Hey folks, Twisha Christian here. Today I want to get into some prophetic visions about what is coming, and these dreams come from either Patreon or people who follow me on YouTube that I found interesting that I wanted to share. So if you guys, especially if you're on the Patreon, if you guys do have a dream or a vision, there is a section on there just for that, and I can go back and review that, and that is available through the Patreon, and those links are down below in the description or in the About section. Now, these dreams I'm getting ready to show you I think are important. They add some things to what is currently going on and things that we need to look out for. So we're going to get into ships, bulls, and Shiba Inu. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and share this first one that I believe that could deal with the shipping crisis. And this is January 15th, 2022. And this is from Claudia. She is the one that brought us, if you guys remember, the instructions with Shiba Inu and how she was on the ladder dumping the bucket of money onto Shiba Inu in XRP and XLM. If you have not seen that video, you should be able to see this picture right here that details that particular dream. I was by the ocean and I heard a woman, the Holy Spirit, talking to me about the waves. She said, "This has never happened before." I could see in the distance many ships causing there to be large and quick waves. Then I found myself standing in the water and could see that the waves weren't going towards the shore anymore. Now they were going towards the right, towards me. All right, so when I first looked at this, I was kind of looking at it from a financial point of view, and you can actually look at this in many different ways, especially because we're talking about waves, the cryptocurrency wave, Shiba Inu wave, and we're expecting those. And Dr. Maria Conwell had another crypto dream about a wave dealing with the cryptocurrency markets, but it wasn't a positive one. So the first thing as I look at is the lady was talking to her, and she said, "This has never happened before." So it's an event that has never happened before. I could see in the distance many ships causing there to be large and quick waves. So the ships were causing these large and quick waves. She sent me a picture of what the ship looked like. And so you can see here, this could be a container ship. But I kind of did relate this to possibly these ships are the ones that carry the shipping containers. They carry our goods and food and all types of other products and commodities over to the United States. Then when you go to Google and you type in shipping crisis, now of course we've had a shipping crisis for most of 2021. Even getting product within the United States was difficult. And then also getting products from outside the United States. Right? There was this big deal about not everybody having, Christmas gifts because of the shipping crisis. Now this whole thing with the war that is going on, it's going to disrupt even more supply chains. Everything that we import from Russia is going to be gone. Everything that's coming in from Ukraine, basically gone. And we know that there's a lot of ships out there that were not being unloaded. And then other shipping containers were being robbed. See, FedEx adds war surcharge. This guy believes that the CEO of Marsec believes it'll be over in a few months. I don't believe that at all. Well, and that was before the whole Russia thing, right? Global shipping crisis and container shortage. Shipping braces for impact as Russia-Ukraine crisis intensifies. That was just some of the news dealing with the shipping crisis. So one of the things, I did some research and I looked back on the global supply chain, right? And all the shipping and all that. And it wasn't really developed until the late 70s, and it really took off in the 80s. And it has never been disrupted to this degree until 2020. And now what's going on in Ukraine, right? It's going to get worse. Then I found myself standing in the water, and I could see that the waves weren't going towards the shore anymore. Now they were going towards the right, towards me. This could be a warning for people to make sure that you guys have everything that you need, right? And it's also a preparation, because if you are prepared, then you might need to be prepared to help other people too as well. Now, of course, on the other end of this, you could look at it from a financial point of view, that these many ships causing large and quick waves, yes, it could be financial. It could be something that you need to look into as far as these companies that have these shipping containers. Doing the research on shipping container companies that trade stocks. Now, when you look at the most well-known, like you have SHIP, SHIP on the NASDAQ, the stock is currently at $1.26, a 52-week low of 79 cents. And since our dream, it actually hit approximately about 86 cents. So that's one of the more famous ones that people that have got in and out of over the years, and I was one of those people. And then another popular one was Top Ships. That was another one that I used to be invested in, getting in and out of it. January 27th, which was 71 cents. She had that dream on January the 15th. Since then, it's up over double. So that is another way to look at it, right? And this has never happened before. So, all right, folks, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, this is from Sonia P. This has to do with the bull. I asked the Lord to show me what he wanted me to do, prepare for the month of February. So I was in a car driving down the road and came to a stop sign. You can only go left or right at this intersection, and we ended up turning left because that was where we lived. But at the stop sign, there was a huge bull. All our windows were down, but the bull saw us, and I got worried about it being so close, so I put the windows back up. As we turned left, the bull started chasing our car. It was very close to hitting us, but then we started to speed up faster and outran him. We arrived at my house and got all our family and animals inside to prepare for this bull running down the road. I looked outside my front window, expecting to see it any second. I saw a huge flock of white birds, seagulls or herons, running away from what I thought was the bull. It was odd because birds would just normally fly, but they were running. Then the bull followed a few seconds later. It tried to run into my house wall, but we were protected, and then I woke up. All right, so the first thing she said is that she had asked God what she should do to prepare for the month of February. So this one has been a little bit more difficult. Normally we associate bulls with the stock market. So she's driving down the car and she came to a stop sign. Now usually if you see a stop sign, pay attention to it. It means stop. Right? So at this intersection, she can only go left or right. And we ended up turning left because that's where we lived. So she was on her way home and she was going to turn left. But at the stop sign, there was a huge bull. So there again, the stop sign and the bull. She was worried about the bull getting close, so she put the windows back up. So there was some kind of fear dealing with the bull. As we turned left, the bull started to chase our car. It was very close to hitting us, but then we started to speed up faster and outran him. So in the situation that you were in, you were scared of the bull, and you were able to outrun this particular bull. Now this, of course, could mean making certain decisions, especially when you come to like a road where you're going left or right, but then you decided to take the left, which was the way to your home. Now usually bulls represent, the stock market. And so you have to figure out, okay, what was the bull doing? He was there at the stop sign. All right, so I think that's pretty significant that the stop sign was there, and that which could deal with, don't invest in the stock market right now because, all these bull runs we keep talking about, that maybe to stop investing at this time. So they outran the bull, they went into their home, and they went inside to prepare for the bull running down the road. So now they're preparing themselves for this bull run. But I looked outside my front window expecting to see it any second, right? That's what a lot of people have been talking about is, I'm looking for this bull run, and this bull run is not happening. And throughout the month of February, just across different social media platforms and news media, there's a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers saying that, there's bull run, that they're getting back into the stock market, they're buying this stock and that stock, but there was no bull run. I saw a huge flock of white birds, seagulls or herons running away from what I thought was the bull. So what you thought was the bull wasn't the bull. I'm not sure what the white birds represent. And the birds didn't fly, they were running. And so birds normally fly away in that type of situation. Then the bull followed a few seconds later. It tried to run into my house wall, but we were protected. Then I woke up. This very well could be just dealing with your own, stock trading or crypto trading decisions. So just looking at Bitcoin itself, it's kind of in the beginning of February, looking at Bitcoin. On February 1st, it was 38,777. Its current price is 38,728, but it was going up and down through the month of March. Remember, it hit around 45,000, came back down to 42,000 and all that. So that all took place. Now the Dow on February the 1st was 35,405. We had some little movement, but basically since there, the Dow has came down to where it's at to where it came down approximately by March 1st. It was 33,294. All right, so to me, this sounds like this is a dream about maybe holding back on investments for the month of February, right? Or maybe it was a major decision dealing with maybe a particular stocks, looking at stock market, social media, and stuff like that. I saw a lot of people in the beginning of February making a lot of purchases of stocks thinking that it's going to go up for the month of February. And a lot of people have lost a lot of money in February, especially after what happened with the Ukraine situation, right? So maybe that was something God was showing you. And I do believe that there are going to be opportunities here very shortly to be able to invest. That's what I get out of all of this, especially when you see a stop sign. And that's kind of like it's almost like a warning when you do see a stop sign in your dream. And the bull itself, trying to figure out the reason why it would chase her. And it might be that the idea of a bull run happening in February is going to be a scary situation, and don't invest in anything for the month of February. That's what it could mean. And especially if you're not like an experienced stock trader or cryptocurrency trader to where you know how to read charts and read signals and everything, it's going to be different for somebody not necessarily going to have the knowledge and know-how and how to trade in an economy that's very shaky at the moment. So maybe God will give you some word for the month of March, but this was part of the preparation and stop and think about what you're doing and what decisions that you're making. And I've even said so myself, hey, I'm expecting a bull run and a crypto run. I do believe that we are coming upon a short bull run. A lot of people talk about after the Fed raises its rates, after that happens, then the stock market is going to go on another bull run. You guys tell me what you think after looking at this particular vision. But we are coming upon a bull run, and I think there have been a lot of fake bull runs, especially before the Ukraine war. There's a lot of people before the Ukraine war really thought that the stock market was going to take off. All right, this next dream comes from Abraham, and this deals with Shiba Inu. I had a dream this morning about Shiba Inu. In the dream, I was laying in bed resting. Then suddenly, I looked at my phone, and I was looking at a white screen on my phone. Then suddenly, a cryptograph appeared, just like the ones on CoinMarketCap, with a white background, and at the top of this graph, I read the words Shiba Inu. As I then looked below at the graph, I saw a straight line going upward. Shiba Inu was skyrocketing, and at the top of this candle, to the right, I saw that it had just hit 90 cents. I was shocked, and then immediately, it just tanked, nosedived. I could see it starting to go down within seconds. It went from 80 cents, then 70 cents, then 60 cents. However, I did not see the price, unfortunately. Then I said out loud, I need to sell before I lose all my profits. Immediately after I said that, I saw a red flashing message on my phone saying, unable to sell. I then said out loud, my app won't let me sell. It was a horrible feeling. Then I woke up. All right, so this dream from Abraham, and this is kind of another theme that, first of all, that I've been seeing. He said it had just hit 90 cents, and then it went down to 80, 70, and 60, and unable to sell. Right now, depending on what platforms, this is one of the reasons why I do recommend, having Shiba Inu on different platforms, right? Because if one goes down, you're able to get onto another one. But what I'm seeing is we see this at 10 cents. We saw the other prophetic word. When it hit 10 cents, it crashed. And then it skyrocketed several hours later up to 20 cents. And then we have other prophetic visions at 50 cents as well. So there are different pricing points. I think even 33 cents. But there are different pricing points that it seems like when it reaches a certain point and then it goes down. Right? So we know that in the first run it's going to go to $1. So if it goes to 90 cents and then it crashes, and then we should see it go back up. Unless it already hit $1 and then came back down and then going back up to 90 cents. Right? So God shows us prophecies in part. So regardless, I probably will have Shiba Inu set up at 90 cents to sell anyway. Right? Just because of this prophetic word right here. The swing trading is not for everybody, and that's why you should learn how to swing trade. And it's called some platforms like Webull, they have what is called paper trading, right? There's different websites you can actually use, or even apps that just allow you to paper trade. So that's how you're going to learn just in general, whether it's stocks or cryptocurrency, learning how to trade and learning how to set your buy and sell limit orders, right? Because if you're just getting into this and you've never swung trade before, you're going to have to be in position when Shiba Inu is going up and down, because the whole purpose of it going up and down, from what I have shared on this channel, is that it's going to kill the shorts, right? Can you imagine some of these ups and downs only lasting a few hours and then people going to short Shiba Inu? So that's part of the plan, to get it up to $1. Because when this thing is going up and down, folks, if you sell everything off, if you decide to say sell everything off at 50 cents and you're waiting for a pricing point to get back in, and then the next thing you know it skyrockets past your sell point, maybe it goes down to 40 cents or 30 cents, and then you're waiting to see if it goes back down to maybe 10 cents, and then it skyrockets again past 50 cents, then you're going to end up losing out. Those are situations that I have learned just in stock trading. Now, the other thing, it says unable to sell. Now, we have seen that with major flash crashes. Prophetic dreams and visions dealing with Bitcoin, right? When Bitcoin crashes to zero, especially dealing with the 111,000 Bitcoin crash, people, according to those prophetic dreams and visions, and there's multiple of them, people were unable to sell or buy or log in because everybody was trying to log in at the same time. That's why we set our buy limit orders, and that's why we set our sell limit orders if you're unable to get into your account. So like on the buy limit Bitcoin orders, when everything goes down and people are unable to log in, your orders are going to kick in. The same will go for that on the sell side too as well. And this could be a warning for him too as well, that on his particular phone or his particular service that he's using for his platform is going to be down. So that would be nice to know what his platform that he normally uses. So you guys tell me what you think about this. And I'm more inclined to think that this was the first time because he was shocked. Now, if it had hit 90 cents before then, he wouldn't have been shocked. Right? So he's just warning that when it does hit 90 cents, you could see a nosedive in the price down to 60 cents. So maybe he didn't see an end price, so maybe that's around the point where we need to buy back in. I see all these dreams relevant with what's going on today and what's going to happen in the future. So anyways, folks, that's all I have for today. I thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.